Good day and welcome to your second tutorial on Laravel 5.5. In this tutorial, we'll be looking at the installation and setup of Laravel. I want you to visit this URL laravel.com/docs/5.5. As you can see at the top of this page, make sure that you have 5.5 written at the top of your page. Make sure you select 5.5. Now, there are many ways to install Laravel. But first of all, you want to make sure that your system meets the complete requirements for installing Laravel. Before we install Laravel, we need to install a server that contains all these things. For me, I'm using a Windows system, so I will install WAMP server. So visit wampserver.com, and if it's not written in English, you click on the English version, then you click on download as it will open, and then we'll download the English version. Now, if you're not on Windows, you would want to install your XAMPP server. Just Google XAMPP server and install it. It all boils down to the same thing. Now we have opened WAMP server. You want to scroll down and download the bits for your system. My system is 64 bits, so I'll click here and download it. I have already downloaded it, so I wouldn't need to download it again. Now, if you're Mac, you want to download MAMP server. This is XAMPP server, you can download it, or you can download MAMP server. If you're on Linux, you have to download Linux LAMP server. Alright, so I'm downloading WAMP server because I am on Windows, and after downloading WAMP server, you want to run it, and when you run it, it will appear like this on your system. Alright, mine is not open. Let me start mine. So to start it, you go to your start menu, type WAMP, it will show up here, then you click on it once, and then it opens. I assume that you would have done this before. At least if you're taking this tutorial, it means you have some background in PHP, and of course you should have your own server. So it should pull up like this on your taskbar, and you should wait for it for like 2-3 minutes until it turns green. When it turns green, that means your WAMP server has been set up correctly. Now, when your WAMP server is set up correctly, make sure you're running PHP 7. So if you go to your WAMP server, click on your WAMP server icon, click on PHP, then you have version. As you can see, my system is already on PHP 7. So if your WAMP server doesn't have PHP 7, you want to Google how to install PHP 7 on Windows system or on WAMP server. So how to install PHP 7 on Windows. So once your PHP 7 is properly installed, you restart your WAMP server. So to restart it, you just exit it, then go to your Windows and restart it. So once it's restarted, you check and cross-check that your PHP 7 is already running on your Windows. Alright. So now WAMP server is installed. Make sure that your WAMP server meets these requirements. PHP 7 has OpenSSL extension, so we're going to check it right here. So we'll look at the extensions there. Apache models, PHP extensions. So on PHP extensions, so we cross-check that it has all the extensions that are needed. So anyone you cross-check, as you can see, this is OpenSSL. You will click on it once. If it has this check mark here, that means it's already set up. So make sure that all your extensions are enabled as requested by Laravel right here. Alright. So once it's done, you restart your server. For everyone you enable, you have to restart your server. For everyone you enable, you have to make sure your server is restarted. At the end of the day, you should be able to run your Laravel. Alright. There is a homestead way of installing Laravel which I wouldn't use here. I'll just use the simple way. The next thing we need to install is Composer. As you can see, they put the link here. So you just click on this, it will open getcomposer.org, or you can just visit it directly. Composer helps you to install Laravel directly and smoothly. So you click on download. If you're using Windows, it's quite simple to set up. Just download the setup, run it on your system, and then your Composer is set up. Alright, if you're not using Windows, just read up how to install it in other types of systems. If you scroll down, now Composer is installed, we can now go ahead and install Laravel. So this is the command for installing Laravel if you have Composer installed. If you don't have it installed, then you have to use any other means that you use to install Laravel. Alright, so for me to install Laravel, we have to go to a folder where we need to set up the Laravel. For me, the folder I like to set up my Laravel is in WAMP www. But then that will be in the next video. So in the next video, I will show you how to install Laravel. Now we have already set up our environment to take in Laravel. So thank you very much. See you in the next video.